That'd be top tier.
That would. They'd be like, this has nothing to do with the show, but yeah, big recommendation. I was only wishing they'd be playing Lil White Oxycontin throughout the show. Ian, did you just Ian? You just pop Oxycontin?
I don't know what you're talking about. It's actually a Xanax.
I don't do that shit. Pops a bar.
Gotta get loose. Yeah, I don't do oxys. But hold on, I'm gonna take the school bus real quick.
It's a half.
You do full ones. You do what you want.
You do what you want. Obviously, on here on Throwing Hands, we can't condone that.
When I knock people out, they don't fucking move. Who the fuck is that guy? Oh, don't be scared, homie.
Welcome to Throwing Hands.
You're playing touch butt with that dork in the park, the ponytail.
My balls are hot.
You know what I was thinking about? Just randomly popped into my head today, and I don't. Oh yeah, because like I was walking crypto with Reese, and I started going. I'm just walking, and I just sing to myself. You know how we all do ADHD. And I just started singing to myself. I said, just some good old boys. Never meaning no harm. But unfortunately, for a large popularity of our generation, were degenerates. And you don't think of the brand like the regular song or like the Duke Boys or nothing like that. If you're somebody like me, you think of two things. Lil White and Oxycontin. When I hear that, because Lil White, one of his big hits was him taking that and ripping it and putting it into his song where he obviously sang about Oxycontin, obviously. So, you guys remember Lil White and that whole fucking era of Lil White rapping about Oxycontin the whole time?
Nope.
Nah.
Yeah, it shows about how fucking great my parents were, because my father loved that song. And I love that song, Oxycontin. If you just look up on YouTube, Oxycontin by Lil White. First of all, yeah, you're muted. You're on the phone. First of all,
No, I was turning the light on.
Okay. First of all, like Lil White was, that was his whole persona. So I remember I was out there talking to Reese about it. She's like, I don't know who that is, and I was like, I'd be surprised if he's alive. He is alive. He's 40 years old, and that's insane to me. His whole persona, much to like Lil Xan, was I take Oxycontin and a lot of it, and then I rap, and then I do other drugs too. But that being said, if you listen to Oxycontin, yeah, dude, that shit was, because unfortunately I ran with a really bad crowd, and for my era, my time, a bad crowd didn't mean we were spray painting or getting into fights or some shit, or playing jacks down by the bowling alley. We were.
Nobody knows what you're saying, idiot.
We were. What it meant was hanging out with my buddy's older brother while he straight up snorting and popping Oxycontins and Roxys and driving us around while we all smoked weed, listening to the song that you just sampled in your own brain there, Ian, Oxycontin. And boy, did you feel like a badass. But little did you know, you were just a scooch off from Trailer Park Trash.
You're basically there. And I also can't tell if this guy's like part Spanish or not.
No way. Absolutely not. He's probably a
Like-
distant relative of Sean Strickland, if I had to guess.
Like just the way he's standing and the
What's
clothes
his
he's
name?
wearing.
Well, how do you spell it?
WYTE.
Yeah. And then if you look up Good Old Boys as well by Lil White, that's where you'll hear that, where he ripped that song.
He could definitely pass for somebody's cousin in Puerto Rico.
Really? I guess so. I did look at the pictures
Because in
of
Puerto Rico and DR, like you will get people that look like me, and then you'll have motherfuckers that look like Ian.
True. Okay.
And they'll all be related. Red beard and all, because Canelo has a red beard, and that motherfucker's 100% Mexican.
Right.
And it's like, where'd the red come from? We don't know.
It's very secret,
just there.
like spots in Mexico and in Puerto Rico, just like they hide them all there. Yeah. Good old times listening to Lil White. It also made me think of it because I just watched Painkiller on Netflix. I don't know if you guys have seen that shit yet. Super. If you can't tell, I grew up. Me and Sean Strickland are in the same kin. We grew up. Child abuse really works. No, but I grew up around a lot of pillheads in the family. My cousin currently a pillhead. My father was in fact a pillhead. My stepmother, all of them were pillheads. So I when I heard about this painkiller, I recommend it on Netflix. Shit's crazy. You get to learn about the creation of painkillers through Purdue Pharma, and then you get to see them just rock steady, just straight up killing people, not giving a fuck, just being like, no, it's
Did it bring up
better.
Florida?
Oh, buddy, it mostly takes place in Florida for the most part.
Shout out to Florida because they said, "Oh, this is legal. Get money."
Yeah. The miracle
Fuck
drug is
everybody.
what they were calling it, and I'm like, damn. Like how gullible everybody was though at that time, because that's how much people were in pain, and doctors were just slapping them with morphine, and they were like, "Get the fuck out of here!" Yeah, oh yeah.
Scripts all day.
If I'm telling you, they go. So you follow the Purdue Pharma guys, who's played by shouts out Ferris Bueller, and then you follow two sales reps, these two hot bitches for Purdue Pharma. It's all played by actors, and then you follow the bitch, the crazy eyes from Orange is the New Black. You follow her as she's a lawyer who's trying to sue Purdue Pharma. And then you follow a normal mechanic dude, and he just hurts his back on the job. And then you can guess what? Spoiler alert, he gets hooked on Oxycontin.
I was gonna say phonics.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Throwing Hands Podcast. It's your boys, Joe, Ian, and Darnell, your host and co-host of your favorite hardcore and casual podcast of all time on YouTube. Boys, I'd like to start this episode off by saying a special fuck you to everybody who's the algorithm AI bullshit on YouTube. Go fuck yourself, hardcore, right up your asses. I mean, I hope you just take whatever money you're making, you just shove it deep up your gaping assholes that are fucked from your fucking fuck slaves anyway. I mean, genuinely, go fuck yourselves, honestly. So last week, we put out an episode in which your boy had COVID. I was sick while we made the episode. I just want to take a second to let YouTube know, because, they have to listen to our bullshit for a few minutes anyway. So let them know the fucking annoyance they put us through, where I was sick and we still banged out a fucking really good episode. And then I, while also being in the middle of having COVID, had to sit down and edit a whole fucking episode in which I put in amazing edits. And also in which we went over the EA UFC 5 gameplay trailer. Or not gameplay trailer, but just the reveal,
trailer.
Just the trailer of the cinematic. Which is something that you as a person in this world, anywhere in the world, from any platform, not even just YouTube, any single platform you want, you can watch that for free. Not a problem. It's everywhere. Everywhere in the world. But it was a problem that we watched it. It was a huge, huge problem that we watched it. They did not like that we watched it and reacted to it, and they marked us for copyright and for said reason. For whatever dumb reason, because we didn't follow their rules and ramifications whilst watching it. And I'll tell you what the problem is that YouTube, they let you know, hey, this is copyright. So you say, all right, YouTube, what would you like me to do? They say, that's no problem. Here's where the copyright is. You can either choose to keep it in there and not have the video up, or you can delete it right here. You can just cut it out right here. And you go, YouTube, you're a little bitch, but I'll tell you what, I want my video to go up. Just take that part out. And YouTube will say, no problem. I'm going to process this, and I'll get back to you. No time frame given. Ever. They don't give a time frame when they do that. So then you come back hours later, and you go, YouTube, how's it looking? And they go, it's still blocked. And you go, why? And they go, there was an extra few seconds that we didn't account for that is also now blocked. And then you say, YouTube, I'd like to just take that out. And they say, you already did that once. You can't do it anymore. And you say, I'm sorry, I can't do it anymore? Then why didn't you just take out what was the problem originally? We didn't see that at first. So that's how YouTube reacts to copyright on your videos. That's how it works. Oh, they let me know we had plenty more copyright afterwards. And I was like, oh, okay. So I guess, so that's why if you watch last week's video, there's a silent clip of Sean Strickland fucking up his in the beginning of the video. And also there's just a random cut in which we're just talking and then it cuts to street shenanigans. So yeah, fuck EA, fuck YouTube, fuck UFC, bunch of bitches. Am I right, guys?
You Dana.
Yeah.
This is
Hey,
your
Dana
fault,
said
Dana.
to Pierce Morgan, "You sound like my wife."
Almost made me choke on my coffee. He did say that to Pierce Morgan. That shit was so funny. Nah, it's whatever. We'll rebound and relapse, but like I almost said relapse. But we'll relapse. We'll for sure fucking do that again. But I do want to thank everybody who helped push out the video last week. It was behind quite the wall of YouTube saying don't watch this, and I appreciate you guys for pushing it out. That could and that did. So we're here again, feeling much better-ish from COVID.
Ish.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. This one was bad. I mean, and the effects. Like when I had COVID the first time, 2 years ago. Like once I was done, I was done. Like I woke up one morning and I was like, all right, I'm good. And this one is like, I wake up and I'm like, I'm good, but I'm still kind of dizzy. I still have like this weird congestive, like cold feeling. I have like my nose is like clear, but I still have to blow my nose every once in a while, and it makes this weird. It is pretty half on, half not sick. It's weird. It sucks.
So, like, can you smell and taste?
So, when halfway about like day 2 of COVID, I started yelling to Reese that it smells like rotten chicken in here. And Ian, like a couple days before all this, Ian was over and we did make chicken, and he threw away the tray that you get from the market of chicken. If you leave that in the trash can, it smells like rotten chicken in the house. But apparently we threw that out, so she says. And she's like, no, we threw that out. So all I'm smelling in the house while I'm laying on the couch is rotten chicken. That's all I'm smelling. And she takes it upon her to fucking clean the entire kitchen, clean the entire house, spray the house down. And then I notice that she's doing it, so I'm not saying anything. I start passing out from being sick. I wake up later and I start sniffing around just rotten chicken. And I tell her, I say, come out here.
Weird.
I say, come out here. She comes out to the living room and I go, smell. It does not smell like rotten chicken to you. She's like, I don't smell anything at all. Like nothing rotten at all. So for like a whole day, all I could smell was rotten chicken.
Are you sure you didn't get some of the chicken slime like in the mustache? Like, is that could have happened somehow at some point?
She just played a rotten joke on me. Pun intended.
She dirty Sanchez you with rotten chicken,
bitch,
right across.
I wouldn't put it past her, Darnell, but I'm gonna say no for now. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say COVID just was fucking with me. And then
that's crazy. Fucking shit.
And then I would say, like my taste buds never went away. There was some times where like my taste was weird, but my taste buds never went away. And then a couple of times when I was
everything happened to taste like rotten chicken.
No, but think certain foods smelt like just rancid vinegar. Like when I would eat, I could taste the food, but if I brought the food to my nose, I would be like, that's rancid vinegar. That's vinegar right there. Like let's see. I was eating eggs. She made me an egg and cheese wrap, and like on a tortilla, and I was eating it, and I ate the whole thing, nope, with ketchup, and I understand ketchup has vinegar, and I said to her, I go, hey, was that ketchup bad? She goes, no, we just got it like a couple of weeks ago or so, and I was like, it tasted like, it smelt like fucking, I would eat it, and I'd be like, this tastes like eggs, ketchup, and tortilla, but my nose was like, this is rotten vinegar. So,
Get out of here!
Get out of here! Get out! And then on like my first day back to work, I was feeling good enough to where I was like, you know what? I was craving it so bad. I was so hungry from eating like basically nothing that like I wanted to eat a McDouble. So I went to McDonald's and I got a McDouble, and I was eating the McDouble. And when I brought the McDouble, like I was biting, and it's, kind of covers your whole face a little bit. And like I was eating it, and all I could smell was vinegar. And I put the burger to my nose, straight up like just straight vinegar. But that has stopped since then. So. Yeah, I've gotten the full-blown effects from this shit. It is not fun. If you're out there and you're like, this new variant's gay, I'll be like, well, it's gay and it's coming for you, bitch.
It's coming for you. It's going to make everything smell like vinegar or rotten chicken.
Yeah, it sucked. Yeah, it was not fun. Right now, like talking too much, I get a little dizzy right now. I mean, I'm on 2 cups of coffee, and I'm very, very dizzy. It is It's not fun. The only benefit that's come from this is that my body is taking a heavy break from alcohol right now. It has been a full almost week and a half with no alcohol. I know.
It sounds terrifying.
Well, don't get COVID.
I won't.
Yeah, it's COVID right now, lying son of a bitch. So that's been going on, but we're back. Let's talk about this passing card. UFC Fight Night in Las Vegas. Shevchenko versus Grasso. Boy, it's good to be back and talking normally. I'm only half dizzy. You know what I mean? Remember what it was like last week, and I was like, "Let's talk about the card." First of all, let me just say this before we even start talking about anything on this card. That I feel like they're like, we just made that fancy ass belt for Grasso. We can't just give it up now. We just made that fancy belt. I noticed that last night. I was like, when the fuck they get that thing? The fuck?
Because Brandon had one
fancy.
first.
Oh, Brandon.
Dana was like, "Oh, we'd have another Mexican champ, so we might as well make another one."
They just reused it. They're like, it's the same. They're the same size. Okay. But this card, guys, was incredible. Super.
It was weird.
Well, there was some weird things. First of all, clap it up. Every single woman on the card performed like a motherfucker. That was big fights from the women. But I want to start by talking about the man who thought he could overtalk DC, Charlie Campbell. Gets an amazing KO. Gets an incredible KO. Oh, fuck, it's an amazing KO. In a hard fought fight. Then he gets on the mic and he tries to rock the DC. I don't. Was this a good idea? I don't think so.
I mean, amid the deal that was just struck earlier this week with the merger, it's actually pretty funny.
It is pretty
and
funny.
We all know that DC loves WWE. So
right. Yeah.
It's great.
I think
he wasn't expecting it at all.
The fans, he wasn't. He really took DC by surprise.
He never does.
The fans definitely booed immediately when he did that because I don't think they got the joke right away.
Because they're all dumbasses.
For sure. But also, here's the problem. He didn't commit to the bit. Like, when they started booing, he looked around, and it's like, you got to commit 100% to what you're doing right there. Otherwise, they're like, he doesn't, this isn't actually him. Because, like, we all know it's a persona, but, like, you gotta let it, you can't stop the persona halfway through.
He wanted to get him back on his side.
Yeah, it's true.
It was like,
I get it.
They're booing more now.
I get it. But obviously that actually did well for him because he's in the zeitgeist. We're talking about him. He's DC did like it in the end. It was funny. It's all good. Your girl Tracy Cortez did it. She really good fucking fight by Tracy Cortez. But dude, oh man, we honed it last night. Jazz Devasius, yes. But you can just call it Jasmine, of course. But I didn't practice the name for nothing. Tracy Cortez, Jazz Devasius, great fight. Tracy Cortez showed up. She really showed some fucking heart in this fight. Because it's one of those where, I think clearly on striking, Jasmine was getting bested, but it was somewhere around middle of the second round where she was like, "Oh, you thought I was gonna stop? Because I'm not stopping. I'm walking you down, and we're gonna do this until the end bell."
It's also where she got her 2 takedowns that second round.
Mm-hmm. But Tracy Cortez, mean jab, slick with the striking, very in and out. Getting a little tired in that third round, but overall, really tough. Those are some tough bitches.
There's some tough bitches.
The fucking dude, the no contest between Edgar and Daniel Lacerda. That shit. That ref's getting fired. Like, I know. Here's what.
I was kind of on the dude too.
It was so there was a lot playing, and I kind of agree where I think it was a little on Daniel as well. But here's why I think that ref's getting fired is because John Innick mentioned that when he saw that ref later on, he goes, "Giving him another shot tonight," and I was like, "Damn."
Little on the nose there.
Somebody for Dana put the hand on the shoulder and was like, "If you fuck up one more time tonight, okay, he's gonna give you one more shot. Dana's on vacation and you're stressing him right now."
He's watching this.
He might be on vacay, but he has Fight Pass. But still, it was a great choke. I think that I think Edgar probably would have finished it in the end, or at least would have started maybe finished the fight. But it is it is a little on Danielle because you don't drop your hand like that. And I understand John fighting back for the fighters, saying it's not their responsibility. But if the ref can't see your face, and if the ref can't see you, and he's strictly only going on your hand, and you drop your hand like a WWE wrestler, I mean, like, what else is he supposed to think?
Yeah, I was gonna say it seemed obvious that he was out, but
Yeah. But
apparently he wasn't.
also to the flip side, the ref totally can touch the arm, wiggle the arm, lift the arm up to test, and he did none of that. He just simply ran over and stopped the fight. So I still would say
I thought he lifted the arm and then it dropped straight down.
no. That was Dan.
No, his arm was already up.
And
Like he was holding his hand up, and then out of nowhere he just dropped it.
Yeah.
And then the ref was like, "All right, whatever." And then as soon as he let go, he's like, "What are you doing?" And
Yeah.
it's just like,
So it's like,
"What do you want me to do? You
he's-
want to go out for real? Like, and then have brain damage? No, okay then. Y'all are probably gonna run this shit back.
They will for sure run it back. Yeah. He definitely didn't do his due diligence, which is a very small thing to do. I don't think that you fire that. I think that it's a big fuck up, and I think it's a big problem. But I think overall they just tell him like, yo, from now on, period. Like you need to check. You need unless you can see in their eyes that they're out. You need to like wiggle their arm, wiggle their leg, do something to check if they're out from now on, because that's super unfortunate. That fight was really good, and it's unfortunate it ended that way. Also, I pointed out that Edgar was wearing like I assume prop bullets, and I said prop bullets or not, you shouldn't be winging that shit into the crowd. He flung that whole bullet jacket into the crowd. I'm like, somebody went fuck, I caught it, but goddamn.
Is someone not paying attention? They're like, what the?
Viva la Mexico, bitch. Punto madre. Shit. Every fight was something to talk about, really. Roman Kapilov, Josh Fremd, really put me in my place with PA. I was telling Ian how much I love PA, and I was like, we're voting for Josh Fremd on this because he's from Philly, and he's gonna put it to Roman Kapilov. Put it on him the entire fight.
Fucking Russian.
You didn't have your money on the Russian?
No, I mean I knew he was gonna win. That's just you gotta vote for the PA. You gotta vote for the Philly guy. Shouts out Paul Felder. Shouts out the Eagles. Shouts out Sonny in Philadelphia. Shouts out Big J Okerson. Shouts out Shane Gillis. Shout out
Mother Russia.
Shout out Mother Russia. Okay.
What is this Philadelphia? It's like cream cheese.
It sounds like next Target. Cream cheese. Yeah, Roman put it on him. Yeah, I knew that. Once I said Josh Fremd's name, I was like, obviously, right. Like I said, as I was telling Ian, like why I like Philadelphia so much, I was like, oh yeah, well, I mean, obviously, I kept doing this. I was like, yeah, it's just that as I'm, come to learn, I really like a lot of things from there, and oh yeah, but then Roman Kapilov would piece him up and be like, but obviously Roman's really good, so he's like really, really good. Loopy Godinez crushed it. I would say, besides if it weren't for Grasso and Shevchenko putting on such an incredible fight and a controversial decision or draw, oh yeah, they did get performance of the night. Yeah, I would say best woman fight of the night.
Yeah, I mean she fucking not crazy amount of more significant strikes. Oh well, shit, no, it's total strikes. How does Reed only hit 3 significant strikes out of her 34 punches?
She was bullying.
Super proud. And also, she was the only, I can't remember the song, but she was the only one who came out to a song that I actually knew that I grew up on. And I was like, hey, I was sitting there vibing. I was like, I actually really like this song. It's what happens when you're a person who doesn't know how to speak Spanish, but you start vibing to a Spanish song. Immediately, Spanish people look at you like, how you know this song? I'll be like, because, motherfucker, it's good. It's a good song. It's popular. Daniel Zellhuber putting on a great Darce choke out of nowhere against Christos Giagos, which is also was a crazy close fight because Christos had him rocked in the first round, had him real close to finishing him, couldn't quite put it away, got real close, really thought that was going to be the end of the fight. Daniel said, guess what? Viva la Mexico. Definitely, I'd say look out for a lot of these Mexican fighters that are coming out, but let's talk about Raul Rosas Jr. That was, I mean, the kid showed up again. He got put down. He got a really good opportunity. Lost. That happens. We said that. We said this is an amazing opportunity. If he wins, then he will go up. But like he didn't. He didn't win his last fight. Came back, took on Terrence Mitchell, who was talking very professional shit. Do you guys see his like pre-fight stuff that they were playing? I just think that he was like this. He's like, I just think that my striking is actually a little bit better than his, and I think that equivalent wise, I will be able to take him on the scorecards that way, and eventually I'll be able to grind him out, and I will most likely win this fight. And I'm like, who the fuck's this nerd? Who got this guy? Meanwhile, cut over to Raul. He's like a jock he's literally a jock, like an 18-year-old jock, and he's like, I'm gonna fuck him up. Viva la Mexico. Como se dice KO. Raul Rosas Jr. slick as fuck. Pretty much just slip. Gets like pretty much he gets like perpendicular with the side of Terrence Mitchell and just clean clocks him with a left hook right on the nose. Great, beautiful fight by Raul Rosas Jr. First of all, like how long is this man gonna be 18 for?
No, when he just got it, when he won the contract, he was 17. Then he turned 18.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Like, he turned, 18, a month after he won or some shit.
Me and Ian were like, we could have sworn he'd been 18 the whole time. We were like...
I thought he was 18 when he first stepped into the ring.
I thought he was 18 when he came out of the womb.
Well, with a face like that, you'd expect it.
Yeah, he does look like nightmare fuel when he's sitting there talking on the mic. I'm like, Jesus Christ, shut up, shovel face. Shut your mouth. They really need to get a mask. They need to get a Lucha Libre mask for him for when he's doing his post-fight fucking shit. Even then, it's going to be all disformed looking Lucha Libre mask.
It's fine when he's looking at you face on. It's not too bad. But as soon as he turns his head and it's like fucking straight down flat, I'm like, God damn.
It's a good thing it's a good thing he knows how to fight so well because goddamn is he easy to make fun of. Holy fuck. Because you can hang out at a bar with him and make fun of him until he stares at you with the Goku, the bum, and you're like, oh, hey, I'm messing with you, bud. I'm messing with you. You look great. You look better than me.
It's a joke.
You look better than me, you lean to your friend. As if, look, not a shovel. You know what I'm saying? He clean
flat. Notice how my nose goes out.
Yeah. Notice how I don't resemble the Crimson Chin. Notice that. Shit. Kevin Holland, Jack Della Maddalena. Jack Della Maddalena looked good. Holy shit. What a kickboxing fight between the two.
Yeah, but Kevin Holden was robbed. I think those judges fucked up.
I don't think so at all.
Based on total strikes and significant strikes.
I'm gonna say that I don't know again, if you're gonna go off of anything that the judges fucking say from last night, from their counting, I'm gonna tell you that I think that overall, Jack Della Maddalena had the most attack time. He was the biggest aggressor, and also they're clearly not counting a lot of the strikes that he did to Kevin Holland because he was fucking Kevin Holland's leg up. He was fucking his body up. He was all over on that damage on the chart. Like I don't see any way in which they think that Kevin Holland outstriked Jack Della Maddalena. I don't see that.
You got a towel next to you?
Do I have one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to wipe some of that spit and come all over your face? You want to? You're glazing right now.
I don't see how I make just genuine facts about the fight, and that makes me. I'm just spitting the facts. I love Kevin Holland. I just
suck his dick harder. Joe.
I just hyped up Kevin Holland so much before the fight, but Jack Della Maddalena, not only did he fully win the fight via decision, but also he clearly outstruck him. Like that was 100%. I don't know how many times I had to watch Kevin Holland. I didn't know how many times I had to watch Kevin Holland say like, "Oh yeah, come on," and then Jack Della swarm the shit out of him and just throw a bunch of hooks and land almost every single one, and then Kevin Holland pretend like he's dodging him, which he wasn't, and then somehow they think that he wasn't scoring more points. I'm sorry, I don't see it. I mean, like if you can name more, I was gonna say I'm naming multiple striking points in which Jack Della like actually fucked his day. He fucking head kicked Kevin Holland in the point where it stumbled him. It stumbled him back for a second. Of course, Kevin Holland's the man. He stood right up. I didn't get to call that out while we were watching, but I was like, that was pretty dope. He just took a fucking head kick and then just stood up like, yeah, I'm good. But Jack Della had multiple points in the fight where he was destroying him. The commentators were talking about how he's destroying Kevin Holland, and Kevin Holland's not showing up. So how they have this stat here where it's 127 and 127 that they're saying he got all his total strikes were fucking significant strikes. Fuck out of here. Oh no, you got 127.
Honestly, that looks like that literally just looks like they just copied and pasted that. Like they didn't even try. Like
I
agree.
agree.
Hey, it's literally the same thing.
Yeah.
But it's whatever.
It is whatever. And also, you know what? It doesn't affect fucking Kevin Holland in the slightest. Kevin Holland tomorrow, they'll be like, hey, we have a really big fight that dropped out. Does anybody want to take it? And everybody's going to be like, nah. And Kevin Holland's like, me. I will take that fight.
We're going to see him fight in a month.
Pretty much. Guys, let's talk about Alexa Grasso, Valentina Shevchenko. All right. So a majority draw or unanimous draw is what they said. I think they said, or I don't know. He didn't say majority draw. He said split or unanimous draw.
No, I think it was unanimous draw.
Yeah.
It's weird because on the page it says decision
split. Yeah.
Yeah, because they both two judges had one for each, and then the last guy called it a draw. So.
Yeah. Okay,
GG's.
so let me preference this by saying that I would have been really okay with either of them winning this fight. I think Alexa Grasso is fucking great, and I've said it since she beat Shevchenko. I was like, I'm with her. Whether she wins or loses, because I love Shevchenko too. And as I was seeing Shevchenko winning this fight, I was like, this is great. This is setting up for probably one of the best rubber matches that we'll have in UFC in like the past at least 10 years at least.
All right, we're just gonna throw Brandon Moreno.
I'm not throwing anybody out. I said one of, not the. I said one of is going to be one of the best rubber matches that we have in the past 10 years. And I mean, it was shaping up that way, and it still can. They're going to have to. But it was pretty blatant that, in my opinion, we heard the coaches. The coaches were saying 2-2. Commentators were given the benefit of the doubt, saying 2-2. Me and Ian personally had it 4-1 Shevchenko the whole time. So going into the fifth round, we had it 3-1. But I could definitely told him, I said I could see where people would have it 2-2 going in. So, and there is no doubt in that fifth round that Shevchenko won that fifth round. But I told Ian, I said,
wait,
what?
The fifth?
The fifth round, for sure. Shevchenko won that fifth round.
Bro, from 2:30 on, Alexa was on her ass on the ground.
No. It was actually from a minute 35 on. She was on her ass on the ground. So she had.
We all know how much takedowns do.
But also she had the back and was going for submission, which going for submission does not count for any points. She had back control, yes, but also Shevchenko had more takedowns throughout the fight and more ground control than her. So she's winning and standing. She's outstriking her in the championship round. She's got more octagon control. She gets taken down in the first minute, the last minute and a half, and then she survives a submission attempt that does not give points. How do you call that a 10-8 round? How can you call that a 10-8 round?
Mexico.
I know. That shit was wild when Shevchenko said, I think it's because of Independence Day. And I was like, you. I mean, she's not wrong, but also, you. The crowd was like, fuck you. She's like, am I wrong? Tell me I am wrong.
It's great because she can say all of that. And she should have said it in Spanish.
That would have been hilarious.
To fuck everybody up, because not a lot of people remember that she can speak Spanish fluently.
It would have been a lot better than her English.
I mean,
it would have been godlike.
So
they were like, "Oh shit! Wait a minute, she can fuck. We can't talk shit about her. They might
beat
her ass now."
They might have just cheered her, knowing how they fucking like when a foreign fan base hears somebody speak their language, they're like, "Yeah!" They don't even care what they're saying. They're like, "I hate all Mexicans," and they're like, "They're speaking Spanish, yeah." I mean, I am sure. It's just the way the world works. There are people out there, especially a lot of Mexicans, who have it going in Alexa Grasso's way. Alexa
You know who
Grasso
had it going in her way?
Who?
The MMA AI counter.
Yeah, I saw that.
4-1 Grasso. 4-1.
Shit was wild. Get the AI shit out of here.
It has spoken.
Let's see. I put it on my Twitter. What was it? Who are we shaming? What's his name? Mike Bell. Shame Mike Bell on anywhere you can. Nevada State Commission Judge Mike Bell. Shame him. Shame him because he's the whole reason that happened. He gave a 10-8 to Grasso, and it's like, what? Oh, the entire audience is like, and I like that video. Sean Shelby, what? What? Wait, hold on. What? I made a joke.
Hey?
I made a joke to you, and Vince is gonna come down and fucking, no, stop the match, restart it.
Blow out his fucking quads again.
Yeah, just tries to slide into the octagon for no reason. They're like, what are you doing?
Is he blowing out my knees?
Yeah. Yeah, that was absolutely insane. That went that way. I mean, everybody's saying it doesn't matter. They're gonna run it back again, but I mean, it should be run back with under better circumstances.
Don't do it in New York.
Or
Don't do
Vegas.
it in Australia. Actually, yeah, let's go back to Vegas because just for one rule and one rule only. And it was funny to see her cry about it. Was her getting kneed.
Yeah.
And then she's like, what the fuck? I have the hand down. And then on commentary, they're like, yeah, here, you got to have both hands down.
Yeah.
Both hands. Not one. Just two.
I don't like that.
Ian threw a big fit about that. Yeah.
Nah, because guess who benefited from that for the longest fucking time? Aljamain's boring ass.
Oh, yeah.
He just have one hand down and you can't do anything to him now.
Oh, yeah. He loved doing that.
No, quit doing that shit.
He loved to put his butt up against the cage, go into like a lock position, and then just put his hands down on the ground, and the people would be like, what am I supposed to do here?
Take them knees like a man.
That's right. Yeah, I mean,
the only other person who's actually done good by the rule, even with two hands, was Gegard Mousasi versus what's his name?
Uriah.
The fucker you like so much.
That doesn't help.
Old man knees. He just got his leg rebroken.
Weidman.
Chris Weidman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris Weidman had both hands down. Gegard said, "Oh, word," lifted his shit up and kneed him twice, and they were like, "What the fuck?" And he was just like, his hands weren't touching.
They weren't touching.
What do you
I
want
lifted
from
them up.
me?
He's like, I'm following the rules.
I found
What do you
a
want
go
from me?
around. Yeah. Yeah, I did like. I found that interesting. I was reacting at first only because I could have sworn I saw Shevchenko's hand down, but then she was smartly, she was almost pulling essentially Mousasi, where she was pushing her, and she was like, "How you gonna put your hand out while I'm pushing you and kneeing you, bitch?" And yeah, then once they, I was mostly honestly just mad at Shevchenko because it's like, yo, whatever's happening, stop complaining and protect yourself, because she took some fucking mean hits in that time when she's sitting there complaining. So. But she rebounded from that, and again, overall, I'm with majority of the world here. Shevchenko clearly won that fight. Whatever, Darnell.
He's salty.
He's salty. He knows she won. He's just doing it. No, all right. This upcoming week, because there's no stops still for UFC.
I think this is the last. This is going to be the last one until October.
Yeah. Oh, thank goodness, because let me say this. So when they showed this card last night, they showed like the September 23rd, Rafael Fiziev versus Gamrot, and I my off the jump reaction. I didn't mean this, but my off the jump reaction was, who gives a fuck about these fucking guys? Fuck off. I'm tired. I was so tired. I was waiting for them to be like, all right, guys. We're gonna relax for a while. It's just what happens when you have. We've talked about this ad nauseum now, but it's just what happens when you have so many cards. You cannot sit here and expect us to give a shit about main card being Rafael Fiziev versus fucking Gamrot. Like, holy shit! You cannot expect me to be like, what? Yo, banger alert! Banger card alert! Now, first of all, let me say this, that this card is really good. We're going to go into it a little bit, but it's exhausting. I can't get so hype off every single fucking one when it just doesn't stop. It's crazy.
It's understandable.
Yeah. So this upcoming Saturday, September 23rd, the last UFC card until October. UFC Apex shouts out. Let's start lower on the card and let's talk about Muhammad
Tim Means.
Usman. Muhammad Usman versus Jake Collier. It seems more of like a sacrificial lamb type fight. I'm thinking more
on a 3-loss streak.
Who's on Jake's on a 3-loss streak.
3-loss streak, bro.
But I mean, also look who he's going to. I don't know Bidet too well. I'm sure we talked about that fight before. But I mean, he loses to Arlovsky, which, you know, I mean, who loses to Arlovsky at this point? Come on. But then he got Barnett. I mean, he got Chris Barnett. That's a tough fight to go from losing to a legend like Arlovsky, and they're like, Chris Barnett, don't even worry about it. And they're like, that guy who does front flip power bombs on the fucking Octagon, I guess. And then he loses to some guy named Buddy. Yeah, that's it's not looking too good for him. And then who is like his like fight manager that's like, hey, we're gonna give you Muhammad Usman. He's like from the Usman family. Yeah,
I would have been like, no, thank you.
I mean, he really ain't that scary. Bro's a grappler. Like as in like getting knocked out.
He said what?
Nah, bro's like literally grappled like the majority of his fights. Like his win, like to get what do you call it? To win tough, yeah, that knockout, bro. That was like the most leaping fucking right hook ever.
It's true.
Like he fucking launched himself, and then against Tafa, bro, just wrestle fucked him.
I mean, I respect and also 100% agree and hear where you're coming from. Don't ever say that man's not terrifying. That man says, I'm Tyrone and I'm gonna fuck your bitch long dick style. He's
a big nigga, but that's it.
Yeah, that's
looks
he
like
ain't
he
his
eats
brother.
nails for breakfast without any milk.
Without any milk.
He ain't his brother though.
Ain't wrong.
And honestly, it's probably gonna be a wrestling match because Jake ain't got no gas tank. That's the major reason he lost most of his decision fights.
Yeah, I'll say
he just gets tired.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with my pick on Muhammad here with the Usman family, either by first round big hands KO or a wrestle fuck throughout the fight. Let's talk Tim Means, Andre Fialho from Portugal. The Dirty Bird is Tim. I don't even know what, you know. Tim's one of those guys nowadays where he's just in there fighting and losing. He's just in there fighting and losing. He's lost his last 3. I don't know how well this fight's going to go for him.
Fight, but I'm pretty sure he's going to lose.
When you see, I mean, they're both on 3-fight losing streaks, so it makes sense. Projection wise. But I'm always gonna put my money on the Dirty Bird. I mean,
oh my god, all 3 losses by KO.
Yeah.
Fuck 4.
That's not.
You're talking about Andre,
okay. Yeah, okay. No, I saw another KO down after that one, but he won that fight. I was about to get real fucking scared. Like, bro, you shouldn't be here anymore.
Again, going off
to go to PFL or Bellator.
Word. Going off of that record from Andre, it's like, again, all his last 5 fights are all ending in KO. Granted, yes, he is on the receiving end of those KOs on the last 3, but he the fight's end in KO. So I'm gonna say that this fight's gonna end in a KO most likely or a submission, and I'm gonna go with Tim Means on this.
I think Tim's gonna.
You gotta go with the Dirty Bird.
Okay, all right, we got.
I think Tim's gonna get touched.
He's gonna have to go to court for this.
that chin is gonna get touched. I feel like that's what's gonna happen, and it's gonna be first round.
Bet.
Because I think that's how Kevin
caught
him.
First round.
Oh no, Kevin got him in a submission in the second round. What fight am I thinking of where he just got fucking dropped in like the first? Like bad too. It had to have been a long ass time ago for sure then. It was the Nico Price. Yeah, that was in 2019. Jesus Christ.
Damn, that's a while ago.
Yeah, I don't know how that stuck in my head like that though. That shit was hella memorable.
Okay, we got Ricardo Ramos, Charles Jourdain. Fucking shouts out.
Is Charles ranked anymore?
No.
Damn. What happened?
2 losses in a row. I'm okay. So his last win was against Kron, and I'm gonna assume that fight was boring as shit. It was a decision win. I'm gonna assume it was mad boring.
Oh yeah, that was early this year, and bro just was walking at him,
Yeah. So
and he was getting pissed. He's like, "Bro, oh my god, why are you doing this?"
so annoying. But Ricardo Ramos is no fucking joke at featherweight. I like this kid. So this fight should do pretty good. I think Ricardo Ramos will bring it to him. Charles Jordan compared to the last fight, so that should make it. I'm like looking at these stats from compared to the last fights. They're kind of matching them up in the sense where these can end up being some bangers. Who you guys got for this one? Ricardo Ramos, Charles Jordan, Ricardo Ramos. You guys Brazilian.
I'm gonna go for war crimes for first round knockout.
War crimes.
Yeah, Canada, bro.
Oh yeah.
Look up Canadian history on war. There's rules made because of Canadians.
Those are some tough
Thought they were
bitches.
supposed to be nice.
Yeah, now they're nice. Trying to make up for lost time.
Yeah, maybe Germany should follow suit.
We got Brian Battle back at it with a new style. He's got a new haircut.
All right.
I'm always going to go with Brian Battle. He's going against AJ Fletcher. AJ Fletcher, shorter, smaller reach. I mean, this seems like this spells victory for Brian Battle. On paper.
On paper.
No, I thought he fought it. No, that makes sense. Never mind. Thought he fought it. I'm not almost at heavyweight. Jesus Christ. Thought he fought at middleweight, but fuck.
If you're a
Well, that makes
welterweight,
sense.
you can fight at middleweight. All right. So who do you guys got for this one? Brian Battle, AJ Fletcher.
Brian.
Yeah, just based off of his name.
Brian.
Brian.
No, Brian.
Brian.
Pooh Bear Battle.
Oh, you like his nickname?
Pooh Bear.
I mean, he does. Look at him.
Yeah.
Look at that face.
Let's talk the top 3 fights on the card. We got Marina Rodriguez, Michelle Waterson Gomez, the Karate Hottie. Not has she ditched that
I'm
nickname?
to retire.
Yeah, she needs to retire that nickname. If she ain't gonna retire, she need to retire that goddamn nickname. The Karate
You don't think
Karen.
she's still hot?
Yo, no,
Karate Karen.
no, I do
What?
not think she's still hot. No,
That's crazy.
I think objectively, yes, she is an attractive woman. Yeah, of course. Like I'm not stupid, but like, is she hot? No, not anymore. Like as in comparison to who? Like a lot of these other tough bitches out there? Absolutely not. No way.
No comment.
Especially with that goddamn haircut, bitch. I can't stand that goddamn haircut. Ain't gonna lie to you.
You're gonna love that haircut.
Did you just say you're gonna love that haircut?
Yep. I'm gonna pay Reese $100 to cut her hair like that.
I will.
Oh, no.
You're gonna pay her $100 to lose a boyfriend. So I have no shame. I will break up with her. She knows it. Where's she at? No, she's at work.
Shit.
Shit. All right. But I will be going with Karate Hottie on this one. I don't think that she can beat Marina Rodriguez, but not like Marina Rodriguez is coming off a lot right now. So, but she has more to try to win for comparatively.
Yeah, that's just gonna be a boring fight. Period.
I kind of agree. Yeah.
Most
There's
likely.
two people. There's two people in all of UFC where I'm just like, well, this ain't gonna go anywhere. It's Michelle and it is what's her fucking name, Angela.
Bet.
Those two, I'm just gonna be like,
Yep.
I love you, but fuck,
Yeah.
y'all don't do.
God, you're such point fighters. Shit. All right. Go over to whatever that karate competition that Sam Alvey just got a KO in. Shouts out.
Yeah, they're doing pretty good.
Flat Earth coming back. Number 10. Featherweight bout. Bryce Mitchell versus Dan Ige.
I say Dan Ige is gonna get 50K. He's gonna live up to his fight name.
Damn, is that really his fight name? 50K?
Yeah, and
That's pretty
50K
good.
again.
Yeah, I want anybody to, I like Bryce Mitchell. I like his camo shorts. I like that he fought hard for those camo shorts because he fights hard for fucking dumb shit.
he might actually lose this fight due to psychological reasons.
Bryce?
Yeah,
What
because his
happened?
girlfriend recently broke up with him.
Oh no.
I don't know. Yeah, they broke up, and then like she did some crazy shit. So there's a good chance he ain't coming in here 100%.
I can see that. Poor Bryce Mitchell. Damn it, Bryce, I'm tired of you drinking natty ice and talking about flat earth all day. You're a famous fighter now. Act like it.
Just about to say they're probably arguing on whether or not the earth is flat, and she was like, you know what? I'm leaving.
I can't do it. He's like, I'm telling you, I'm going to fight Joe Rogan. I'm going to fight the government, and I'm going to go to the end of the earth. I'm telling you, and you don't believe in my dreams.
I'm going to get past the ice wall.
She's like, whatever happened to being the #1 featherweight of all time? And he's like, babe, there's more important things.
Think of the bigger picture.
It's
the ice wall. They don't want us to go to it.
That's fucking crazy.
All right. And then Rafael Fazis versus Gamrot.
We don't care. We don't care.
We don't
I'm
care.
turning this fight off. As soon as Dan Ige knocks out Bryce.
Yeah, I don't think
I'm out this bitch.
I don't think I give too much of a shit either. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna pick Gamrot to win, but I mean, who gives a shit? That's my point. Out of all these people on this card, I understand ranking wise, but I'm like, you couldn't have picked anybody else to be the main event for this card. Anybody else? It had to be these two guys. What a fucking horrible choice.
Let's see who's at lightweights. Oh, they already all fought each other. Never mind.
Yep.
That's why.
Yep. Way to fucking book yourself into it. Who's booking this? WWE? Yeah.
Maybe.
Because we just had Dustin and Justin, and then we got Charles and Islam next month. Chandler is still chasing the Irish ghost himself.
Yeah, he's looking all up and down.
Dan just beat Jalen. Dos Anjos, I think his last fight was at welterweight. I don't know what the fuck Mauriciano's doing.
So they're
lightweight division is in shambles because this man likes to disappear for more than a fucking year at a time.
UFC is like,
after getting his ass beat by the short Australian.
It's a shame. Damn, they're really killing every division. Below welterweight.
I mean, welterweight's on its way out with fucking Leon holding out so damn hard right now.
Ugh. He wants to hang on to that highlight as long as he can.
That and nobody wants to see that fuck fight anybody. Yeah. He needs to go. Actually, yeah, since the merger, that's who's gonna go to the WWE. Fucking Colby. Colby's gonna get the fuck out of actual fighting. He's gonna go to the UFC. He's gonna beat the dog shit out of Roman Reigns. Then he's gonna go after Seth Rollins.
Ooh.
And then for no reason at all, other than just to do it, he's going after Gunther.
Ooh. Yeah.
He's gonna grand slam right away.
I'll tell you what though. Like that's what's gonna rocket him. If they got him in there and then they put him against Gunther as his first thing, like, yo, become the Intercontinental Champion. Let's go. I'm about it. All right. We're done talking about all the fights. You know what that means. Street shenanigans. It's the new, or not the new. It's your favorite segment.
Watch motherfuckers get knocked out.
Hell yeah. That's right, guys. It's time for Street Shenanigans, your favorite segment on this show here. It's an original segment where we bring you street fights from all around the world and we react to them and let you know and break them down for you, for your safety, for your knowledge. It's for your brain. It's for your body. It's good for you. And we let you know
for your soul.
In these situations, people who should have fucked around.
I have no soul.
Well, then. And these
for everybody.
It is. It's rated E for everyone.
Like these hands.
Goddamn right. But the most important thing for you to know at home, Ian.
YouTube, they're fine.
Yep.
They're okay.
Facts. No cap.
They're fine.
In our first video here, we have a guy who is just a big old dum-dum. Like, these are two guys who, like, you don't think... I mean, they're both just, it's like, I think an actual tough guy walks by and they're like, look at these jokers, But...
I could take him.
But this is so dumb to fucking fuck with Michael from GTA 5 over here. All right, so mean, that guy's at least like 50 something. I mean, ample chance here. Some confrontation going on, but he's just telling him, get out of my face.
I think the bus driver's telling him to get off the bus.
That's fine.
Ooh,
oh,
cheap
no.
shot. What are you going to do? I'm
Hold
going
on.
to
Pull it back. Pull it back.
beat the bricks off of you.
Pull it back. Right to where, so pull, and then let it play right to where he hits him and then pause it. Pause it. Now let it play where he looks back at him. Pause it. And then he just unleashes it on him. He wanted him out of the bus too. He's like, you want to do bus jujitsu? Here we go. Nice. Good clinch work.
Go in the bag, bro.
Right? Like defend yourself.
Now your ass is out.
Knees.
Hey. Bam. Yeah, he didn't know this guy is straight out of the UK Thai boxing class. Also, why does it look like this bus totally just... Why does it look like this bus wrecked into this car, by the way? What the fuck?
Yeah, it does look like that. What the fuck?
What the shit? What the hell happened?
Or maybe that's just like, oh, this is for bikes.
Oh, bikes! Sorry. Yeah, that's just I mean, listen. You don't... If you're going to take the cheap shot, make it count. Make it count.
Yeah, don't just tap him in the back of the head.
That's just
See,
silly. And then,
this
yeah,
guy thought he was tough because his hat's turned slightly sideways.
Oh, that's right. That is a common misconception. If you turn your hat to the side a little bit, even just a tad bit, you do you
get like a 10% power up.
Yeah, it's right. But it did not work at all for this guy. He said, "What are you gonna do?" He's like, "Bitch, this." There we go. Good stiff right hands, holding his shirt for the clinch.
Bus driver's just like, can you guys get off the bus?
Can we just do this somewhere else?
I'm gonna do my fucking job.
He's like, now it's gonna be a whole thing.
I gotta have paperwork.
A lot of lessons there. Close quarters. Don't get that fight into. Get yourself into a good area. Don't throw cheap shots like that. Period. You don't want to be that guy. And especially if you're that guy and then this happens, you don't want to be that guy.
It makes you look even worse.
Don't be that guy. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
You're not that guy.
All right. What do we got next? Oh, this is good. So
I
this is.
think I know this fight. Oh yeah, this is bad.
I believe this is sent in by Darnell. I believe. If not, either way, this is in full slow mo. Slow
No, I didn't send this, but I know the fight. It's bad.
Look at here. Look at here. Just good technique. This is for you bitches out there that be trying to fight. Stop doing the slap. See, this is what happens. Y'all put your hands out because she's trying to grab for stuff, but she is on Queer Street. Boom.
No idea where she's at right now.
All the streets.
She's just trying to get away.
She's trying to figure it out. Boom. She is. Just keep your goddamn hands closed into a fist and just throw them at the. I think females miss that common misconception like a lot. They're like, I gotta open my hand and grab. It's like, just keep the hands closed.
Oh, shit.
And go at them.
Just clean.
Oh.
Clean.
All her friends feel bad
Mister.
for her right now. Like, God damn.
Clean. Oh, right in the titty. She got a tip punch on that one. Oof. Yeah.
Back of her head touched her neck.
Yep.
It is all bad news.
Damn it. Keep
Bam.
going. Right here. See, she's just like, what the
What
fuck?
who is this bitch?
It's like, why are we not doing anything?
She's like, anybody know this bitch? Who's this white girl who's like, oh my god?
I just came for the show.
All right. Yep. Lessons already learned there, bitches. Keep your hands up and fight like that bitch in the orange. Oh, this is good. This is what I like to see right here. This is like okay, so I've talked about this recently. I had I don't know if I said this specifically, but I talked about this recently where I have an innate fear of like you know, sometimes where like you see older people and people who you can easily dominate in a fight, you know, and like I don't know if you guys are psychopaths like me where you imagine a fight when you're just driving past a mob of people for like 2 seconds. And
every time.
Well, especially like you know, for a small example, like when I pass by like the people who protest outside the Women's Health Center, like I'm always like, oh, I would fuck up every single one, because you would. They're all a bunch of old dumb people. And in that moment, I think I'm like, you know what I'd be so scared of is like getting in there and like easily smoking a motherfucker, and then some other dude who's really scared pulls out his blicky and he's got his, right to carry or whatever, and then shoots me down, and then all of a sudden I'm dead while you guys are all doing court cases talking about like Joe was a good guy and this guy's a monster and this old man gets to die. So like I have that innate fear now. Like I think twice about like, it sounds stupid, but I mean like, hey, depending where you live, that's a total possibility you got to think of, that somebody else around may not be cool and think that you're cool, or like that you know how to handle yourself in this fight situation, and that the moment you start winning, they might just blow you away and then go, he was killing my friend, and you never know. So, but that being said, bring it back to this. These are two dudes who put the blickies to the side. I'm gonna have to blur it out a little bit, but they put the blickies to the side and says, square up, square the fuck up. And that's the biggest lesson from this video. One guy fights like a bitch and one doesn't, and that's also something to learn how to fight. But realistically, just put the blickies to the side and let's throw these damn hands. He said, I want to. I mean, they're clearly in their early 20s, way too young to be holding blickies like that. Here we go.
He took his shoes off.
Other dude's stupid with them. He's still got his slides on. He's gonna get punched out of slides.
Oh, you can see his toes going up over the fucking lip.
Oh, clean. Yep, slept. And he did fight like a bitch. He kept like doing the paw at him, and I'm like, what are you doing, man? You're in a fight. Had him wobbling. Good shit.
He looked confused for a second. He's like, wait, was that a gun?
Yo, he's like, I ain't hanging. I'm gonna get this fight done, and I ain't hanging with you guys no more. He fights like he's coming at him like the bitch from last week who put her elbows out like that. Ooh. Clean.
Again, the straights go right through that.
They go right through that big shit. Yeah, they go through that big ass open guard. All right. I believe our last one is strictly educational. We like to sometimes show a little tutorial on some better ways you can improve your combat. Take it away, Sensei.
You don't want to mess with this guy.
That's right. Oh, shit. Right. Okay. You see that right there? You see that? He's like, you see how quick I was right there when I did that? Oh,
double behind the back.
Is that a guy from the Trailer Park Boys? Is that Neo?
It's Redneck Neo.
Oh shit. The kick. Yeah, that's the laugh of a maniacal man after he fucks you up with them nunchucks, son.
The laugh of danger.
Bring it back. See what I'm saying? Go a little quick. Bro, he might as well be chopping wood.
He is chopping wood. See that?
This guy's like, all right, we got some big logs. We don't have an axe. Does anybody have a way we can chop this shit? He's like, step aside. All right. All we're saying was don't fuck with the guy with nunchucks. Fucking now insert a big reel of Nate and Nick Diaz fucking doing nunchuck stuff
while smoking a joint.
Yep. So much fun. We like to have fun around here.
We like to play with nunchucks.
Word. And we hope you guys had fun with this episode, last week's episode, and all the future episodes coming up. Make sure you share us out if you like this podcast. We enjoy doing it with you guys. Your favorite casual and hardcore MMA podcast, where I didn't get to say it in the beginning. We go over the craziness, the bullshit, and the Octagon control. Make sure you follow this channel on our social media, SuperSour JIR, on all social media. Go check out our TikTok where you can see clips from all the old episodes. You can see clips. You can see some other content that we used to do. You can check out our Twitch, twitch.tv/SuperSourGames, where now that I'm not sick anymore, we'll be playing much more again. We're going to get there. So please follow us over there. We need the followers. Go over there and follow us. And follow Darnell on his social media at SnuggyBlanks_. And we'll you can follow him on Twitch too, but we'll share it out more once he's on that bitch.
Link in the description.
Hell yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Thank you guys so much for again liking, commenting, and subscribing. Please hit that bell so that way you can know when these episodes are coming out. Don't let YouTube fuck us. Don't let YouTube fuck you. Don't be fucked unless you want to be fucked.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Thanks.
Or at least
Hey, you do what you want.
Oh, don't be scared. Don't be
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Welcome
Oh,
to
you
Throwing
stone cold
Hands.
middle fingers for a second.
Touch butt with that dork in the park. The ponytail.
My balls was hot.